We lying.
I guess we just forget the intro.
Do you want to just go ahead with the show now or what? You got us live.
Better keep us live.
Easy being the fastest quarterback you've never seen. I'll be right back. There's no quicker way to get into DFS. Play Super Draft today and see for yourself.
We're behind. They're all fired up. What we got to do? First place, our defense has got to go out there and take the ball. Then when we get the ball, we got to have 11 people that's going to do their job and try to score every time you get the football. If we do that, we'll be all right. If we do that, we'll be all right.
Spencer, before you start rolling with the tide, I want you to tell everybody how to save your ass.
Well, Joey had to come in and save our ass. He's been here messing with the program and wouldn't let us be able to bring the show on. So he did come in and get the show going.
You're good now. I'm going back to work.
All right, we're good?
Yes, sir. Go ahead and start the best show on all YouTube. The Rolling with the Tide with the Horsemen. Catch y'all later.
All right, welcome everybody to Rolling with a Tie. Like Joey said, we actually got the Horsemen back together tonight. KB won't be with us tonight. Sorry about that. He sent me a text saying he's got other things to get going. But I am Spencer. I am Bam Down, a damn Alabama fan and proud of it. So let me go ahead and let's bring our Horsemen on real quick. Our main number one guy, Rise Up. Let me bring him on real quick.
I'm going to show you how great I am. I have wrestled with an alligator. I done tussled with a whale. I done handcuffed lightning, throw thunder in jail. I'm going to show you how great I am. All you chumps are going to bow when I'm whooping. All of you. I know you got it. I know you got it picked. But the man's in trouble. I'm going to show you how great I am.
What's up? Rise up.
Roll Tide, man. I got this thing working here. Like, how you doing?
I gotta go. We'll get this figured out. Somebody been here trying to sabotage us.
Problem, Georgia fan.
Yeah, probably. All right, let me go ahead and bring in our main bad mother trucker, Mr. William Bryant.
So I want everybody to think here for a second. How much does this game mean to you? Because if it means something to you, you can't stand still. You understand? You play good. You play strong. You go out there and dominate the guy you play against and make the damn quit. That's our trademark. That's our MO with the team. That's what people know us as.
Roll Tide, William. How's it going, brother?
Tide, brother. What's happening?
Roll Tide, William.
Everything going good with you, sir?
Everything's great, man. Man, I don't have to be in. I got a late delivery tomorrow night, so I'm good to go all night long with you fellas. Roll Tide.
Outstanding. All right. At this time, I'd like to bring on our other posse member, other horseman, Mr. Nick Saban Jr.
So what we do is important, but how we do what we do becomes more and more important. And that's for every guy here. We got to do it better. Our goal is to have the kind of team that nobody wants to play. And that means that we have to impose our will to dominate the competition all the time. It's all about what does it take to break you.
How's it roll tide, Nick Saban Jr.? I mean, how's it going, brother?
It's going great. What's up?
All right.
Outstanding. At this time, let me bring on the man who needs no introduction. He actually needs no film, no nothing. It is the main man himself, the godfather of the SEC, Waylon. How's it going, Waylon Rotide?
Make it pop, make your pistol pop.
Well, it's good to see everybody on here. At this time, I'm gonna go ahead and do our dedication real quick. It is my great honor to dedicate tonight's show to Lieutenant Commander Dixie Howell. Dixie Howell served with the U.S. Navy from 1942 to 1945. He was during the World War II era. Dixie Howell, from November 24th, 1912 to March 2nd, 1971. Was an American football player and baseball player and coach. He played college football as a halfback at the University of Alabama from 1932 to 1934 and was with the Washington Redskins, the NFL team, in 1937. Howell served as a head coach for the well, at the time, tells you how long ago it was, the head coach of the Arizona State Teachers College, which is now known as Arizona State University, from 1938 to 1941, and at the University of Idaho from 1947 to 1950. Mr. Howell also coached at the National University of Mexico in 1935. Howell was inducted into the College Football Hall of Fame as a player in 1970. He also played professional baseball in 8 minor league seasons following college. And for your service to our country, sir, for your time at the University of Alabama, and for all the lives that you touched coaching, I salute you, sir. You are not forgotten. All right, rise up. It's all you, sir. Take it over, man.
All right, man. Okay. Well, we off the bye week. Coming into the week that we play LSWho. LSU, I like to call them. And so,
what about
the Corndog hate week, people? Corndog hate week, okay? I don't like nothing about them, nothing about the state. The only thing they got good down there is food, but everything else sucks. So we're gonna bring this in because I know Mr. Raymond has a lot of fight. He's been ready to talk. You know, he has everything ready. Yeah. And before we get started, please hit that MA, Mr. Spencer, because you know they start flying, filth flowing, don't go all over the place. So guys, y'all ready for this week Saturday? Nick Jr., what about you? Going down to Baton Rouge, Louisiana.
Yes, sir. I'm ready for this game. Hey, the country been putting us on upset alert. I think everybody forgot who we are. We are Alabama Crimson Tide. We're still that team, and everybody forgot that why in the first part of the season they won their little mid-season championships. Y'all better be happy about that because we about to come and take it all right now. Alabama coming, baby. Alabama coming.
Okay. William Bryan, sir. You ready for this week?
Yes, sir. We're going to show everybody that we are still the best, and we are the team to beat. It's us, and it's not that other school to the side over there to the right side of Alabama. Nope, that's not the school to beat. We are the one, and they'll find that out.
Mm-hmm. Okay, Mr. Godfather, sir. You ready for Saturday?
This is what we got giving away, folks. Tiki torch.
Nice. That looks good.
That's how it looks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Waylon, you ready for Saturday, sir?
It's LSU. We're going down to Baton Rouge. You know what kind of record we got down in Baton Rouge? We've been beat one time here. That's 6 out of 7. Of course, they beat us at Bryant-Denny Stadium. But we're ready to take them corn dogs out of their mouth and make them cry like babies, baby. Woo.
Yes, sir.
All right. So, this week coming up, but we had the bye week. So we got people rested and healed up and everything. And hopefully we'll see how DC is putting together a airtight, solid game where we can go down here and handle business in a real professional but dominant manner. This win means a lot. It should be a statement win for us. I know people have been looking at the polls, and Alabama is number 6 in the CFB polls. So we have some climbing to do, which we can do. But playing clean, solid 4 quarters will help rise in the ranks. Only concerns I have about, this weekend is we are going to their home, and they have a scrambling running quarterback, and that sometimes seems to give Alabama fits, But I think with the bye week happening, the way Nick Saban's been talking, he's gathered the troops together and had a long talk, and they're gonna, put some things together. Nick, what do you think we might see from the defense this coming weekend, being that they have a running quarterback?
Oh my God! Okay, somebody definitely is going to spy. And after looking at the tape, I know I had said one time, DeMarco Hellams needs to be the spy, but I feel like Brian Bob needs to take on that job because he's good when he comes up, plays up too. And I feel like Brian Branch is good enough to take on that job, man. I feel like he got that. So therefore, we're gonna have to have a spy him. We're gonna have to make Jaden Daniels one-dimensional. We're gonna have to make him make the throw. Make him make the throw. Don't let him get loose because what I said about Hayden Hooker, Jaden Daniels has those same ingredients that has beaten Alabama in the past. He can get out the box. He can run. If he's able to run the ball, it's gonna be a long day. It's gonna be a long day. So our defensive line, we're gonna have to get at Jaden Daniels and take his confidence away. And we're gonna have to do that early. We're gonna have to do it early.
Okay. Waylon, you think Mr. Coach Saban, shall I say, have gotten with Pete and they made some adjustments? I know they watch film, but made some adjustments. To counter this run attack by the quarterback there?
Well, Jaden Daniels is not Hendon Hooker, but the defense is going to have to stop what we used to call the old water bucket play. You got these wide receivers running over 4, 5, 6 yards off the boundary line over here. And that's what beat Alabama against Tennessee. And then they run right back to the middle of the field. The middle of the field has to be covered, and we got to stop water bucket play, because that's an old play. It goes back 50 years ago. We scored over 30 touchdowns in high school running the water bucket play. People never could figure it out, but you got to stop these wide receivers, and you got to secure the middle of the field. I mean, you got to secure the edge of the field. You got to secure it.
That's true.
Waylon, AJ say you need your beard. William, you think we're gonna make an adjustment on the defense? You know, towards as Waylon just said, the water.
Yeah, I agree with Waylon there. It's that's one thing that that most players don't account for, and that's the quarterback, but his ability to run and some of these teams come up with trick plays like that to work. Well, this one goes here, this one goes there, and he's got a wide open space to run right through. And ours even done that. Our quarterbacks would just take off and run. I think Bryce, to me, he waits a little bit too late to run myself. That's just me.
Yeah.
But that's what I like about our other Milrow. I mean, he's not afraid to run. So I hope we can stop the run on LSU. Sure do.
Right.
Quarterback run. So
along with what they were saying about the middle of the field being wide open, another thing that we struggle with sometimes, I see, if teams are running wheel route, when they bring that wide receiver out of the backfield, and he just kind of the edge, and then he's wide open down the sideline. They just, so we got to watch that as well. So I'm screaming at the TV like, watch the running back coming out the backfield because he's wide open. So if they can cover that middle of the field and spot that quarterback and somebody on that running back coming out the backfield, because he ain't running out free for no reason. He's looking for a pass. So, and with the offense, Mr. Bill O'Brien, he is who he is, and we're not going to talk bad about him tonight. But I just hope he brings some excitement. Like I said, the first half, we came out great against Mississippi State. Second half, we need that same intensity, not a bunch of 3 and outs, and punting the ball. We need to move the ball down the field. That's possession. That's time of possession. We need that on our side. And we need to come down and come away with some points. Whether it be a field goal and or a touchdown, extra point, but we need to score. I don't want these guys just 3, maybe one first down and then we are punting. So, what do you want to see from the offense?
Well, offense can score. They proved that against Tennessee. They can score for score with anybody in the country. We've got to. The first thing, the wide receivers have to catch the football. You can put them in, you can throw the ball low, throw it high. You got to get the ball to the wide receivers and, get it to them. And they have no excuse when you hit them in the numbers or in the hands. They just drop the football. That's on them. We got to catch the football from offensive wide receiver.
Yes, sir. Junior?
Me, I think Saban, I think he said something to Bill, like in reference to Bill O'Brien, about he want to see like creativity and stuff. And I know he said we ain't gonna talk about it. I ain't talking bad about him, but I want to see what Bill O'Brien mindset is this week, because we have the athletes, and like Waylon said, if Bryce hit him, you gotta catch it. I feel like they have gotten better the last 2 days in catching the ball aspect, but we got to be consistent on that. And I don't want to see Bill O'Brien go away from the run so fast, because I feel like he go away from it too fast. If it's not popping for 3 or 4 or 5, I feel like he'd be like, all right, let's let Bryce handle it. I know like running backs, you have to feed them, regardless of how it's going. You have to feed them to get them going, because that builds confidence in your offense line and the running backs. But don't be so quick to go away from the run. That's one thing. That's the main thing. I don't want them to be so quick to bail out on the run. Let's be balanced, man. We need a balanced attack against them.
Right. And we, other than seeing Bryce taking that run when he has, when he has the digits in front of him, because we do be a little hesitant, like you said, to take off with the ball.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that, what would you like to see the offense, come out and do Saturday?
Well, one thing too, I mean, you got to have an O-line to where he doesn't have to be in that position to where he needs to run out of the pocket. He ought to be able to have time enough, and with that offensive line to be able to hold them defenses back there from getting to him. And I think we do a pretty good job, but we can do better. I think it's improved, but I think they can do better at that. And just make sure that the main thing is our running backs and the receivers get open to where he can to them, and do a little dog leg if they go out and then come back in, do some dog legging if they need to or whatever. And just get open for him.
And that's another thing I noticed last game. Like last game, it was a play. Bryce had 10 seconds to throw the ball. That's because of the offensive line was doing good. So therefore, I'm saying this: the wide receivers were not getting open because of. I feel like the route for they had to improvise. Bryce had to improvise, and the wide receivers had to improvise. And we did end up finding one of our players in the back of the end zone for a touchdown. But we need to shorten out these routes. We need to do crossing patterns, comeback routes. Then that'll bait them in. Then if you start baiting them in, hitting them in the middle of the field, getting your tight ends open on little 5 and 10 yard, little 5-yard plays, then you can try to bust their head and take them downfield. But we need to start off with just little simple passes, getting Bryce warmed up, loosening up, building his confidence up, and the wide receivers' confidence up as well.
Yes.
Right. Yeah, I think those slants, like you said, quick slants and crossing routes will help a lot, because against Mississippi State, he had time. He had plenty of time. Yeah, just no one was getting open. Like you said, they were improvising. So maybe maybe they got this thing worked out, and hopefully they got it worked out. And I really want to see the running game. I want to see us pound the ball. I want to see us run the ball, aggressively. Wear that defense out, man. That's what I want to see us do. And hopefully, I got a good feeling. I got a good feeling that they've had as we said, work a lemon squeeze. So they sat down there and hashed it out. They talked about it. Saban had to say to everybody what he's seen and what needs to be changed. And right now is the time to change it. We're here. It's no more playing around. It's now or never. So I want to see us do what we need to do.
Because this is what I feel. I feel like this is when Saban said his best. And now we done had a bye week. He done let all this stuff go on. I feel like he really spoke his mind this week during the bye week. I feel like like coaches and players and all, it's time to find yourself. It's time to figure out what y'all gonna do. Are y'all gonna put up or shut up? Right. And I don't believe Saban gonna put up with shutting up. He gonna make y'all put up.
All right. Reading a couple of comments over. Ray Wilkes said let's find a way to protect against the deep ball. And Ray, I think we may have that solution. We have Rick's plan, so he's pretty much going to shut down one side, pretty much. And he knows LSU, that that's where he come from, so he knows LSU. I know they have a new coach and everything.
And with that being said, I agree. I just hope they can keep their hands off the wide receivers, because Y'all know how the refs is against Alabama. If we just sneeze on them, if we touch them with a fingertip, they're gonna want to throw the flag on us. So
Yeah,
we're gonna have to play clean. We're gonna have to play clean in the air.
right.
Okay. And then now I'm gonna turn it over to William because last week he had a giveaway that he would do. So I'm gonna let him take over here and let him talk about his giveaway.
Okay, so what we need is everybody in the chat to give your score predictions for the game with Bama against LSU, and you got a chance to win this. I know you Georgia fans won't like that, but that's Alabama Crimson Tide, and it's a TV torch, and you've got a chance to win it. And we just need your score predictions, and whoever gets the closest will win it. Even if there's a tie, I've got a solution for that, and that'll be upcoming when and if that happens. So I want to see some of those down there, and we're going to try to keep a record of it. Spencer's somewhere out here, and he's going to be writing them down, and I've got a little pad here that I'm going to write them down too. So I'd like to see your predictions.
AJ to put hers up 43-30. Bama. I know AJ's a Bama fan. And also talking about the giveaway. If you're not subscribed to the CTS channel, we ask you to subscribe right now. Support us and help us along the way because that helps with the algorithm with YouTube, and we all here do this for free. None of us here gets paid for this. We do this just for the love of Bama, for the love of college football. So we'd love if you guys to subscribe to us and help us out a little bit. And I'm excited right now to turn this thing over to Waylon because he had a lot he wanted to talk about. And that's like football royalty, walking thesaurus, the Encyclopedia Britannica. That's who this guy is. So Mr. Waylon, the godfather of the SEC, I'm turning it over to you, sir, and ready to hear what you have to say.
I do want to say, however, I'm sorry, Waylon, but I do want to say it's open to everybody. It's if you're an LSU fan and you're tuning in, it's open to you. Georgia fans, if y'all want to go for this, it's open to you. Like I said, it says Alabama Crimson Tide, and I'm not going to apologize for that. But Roll Tide, and you're eligible. Anybody that's in the chat.
Cool.
Go ahead.
Oh, I had a few things I was going to touch on. One of the first things I'm going to touch on is the Auburn predicament we got down at the Cal College. Brian Harsin was let go yesterday. I had a $15.3 million buyout. After Harsin, Auburn has paid out $116 million in buyouts since 2007. $116 million. Now, they got a lot of billionaire boosters. I'm not going to name their names, but they got the money to pay that. But Alabama has paid out since 2007 to one coach, $116 million to Nick Saban. We've had one coach that's been paid that amount of money since he came there. And, there's another thing, Kirby got up and said, Nolan Smith, Georgia's linebacker, probably not going to be in the ball game against Tennessee Saturday. And that may hurt Georgia against Tennessee. But Cadillac Williams is a head coach at Auburn now. He's the head coach, Cadillac Williams. A lot of us remember Cadillac. And the top six tonight on the playoffs is Tennessee number 1, Ohio State number 2, Georgia number 3. This is what I want to hear about opinions on. Clemson number 4, Michigan number 5, and Alabama number 6. How's LSU number 10 with 2 losses? One of them a non-conference loss and one of them a loss to Tennessee. How they snuck up to number 10 in the playoff? Playoff committee must love Brian Kelly. I don't know. What's y'all's opinion on that? Elaborate on it.
Waylon, I go first on this one. And I didn't think about that until you just said the committee must love Brian Kelly. There must be some love because their first loss is to Florida, which is not ranked. Okay, so that's a horrible loss. Okay. and then you move in conference and you lose to Tennessee. Now there's some teams who are one-loss teams that would better, that should be over LSU, but I don't know. I don't have the answers, but it's something to it. Maybe it's that killer that you were speaking about, man. Junior, what do you think about Nick Junior?
Do y'all think there's a way to hype this game up this week even more? Do y'all think that possibly could be?
I like your train of thought. I like.
Then if you want to go back to the first Florida game that LSU lost against Florida State, they fought back. They did fight back. But I think it's just the thing. They want to hype this game up even more. They want to give even more reason to be like, yeah, I think it's an SEC thing. SEC make money, baby. SEC bringing money to college football. And that's a way to hype it up right there even more. Because we all know this playoff thing, all this college football, it's a money thing. It's a money thing. Whatever brings the attraction, whatever brings the money, they're going to go for it. They don't care.
Right. William, what do you think about them being number 10?
Who's number 10? LSU?
LSU. With 2 losses.
LSwho. Okay, LSwho. LSwho? LSwho. Number 10. That's what I think about it. Yeah, I agree with Nick. I mean, I believe that's what it is. It's type it up. And I mean, they say that stadium's loud down there. I don't know. I mean, they say it gets pretty loud in there. I just hope they can tune all that out and Bryce can get his plays and take care of business. But yeah, I believe it's more to hype that up and
right.
How many wins losses does LSwho got? Do y'all know right offhand? Is it close?
Yeah, I know they lost 2. They didn't play. They had a bye week last week, so they got to be what we were going to 10 games in. So they're about 7-2. They only played 9.
Yeah, we just got one. I think we still got them. I don't think we're gonna have a problem.
Right. Mike Rivera asks where you get your info. Rise up, Mike. I'm not sure what info you're speaking of, but if you're talking about the losses the LSU have, it's the losses that they have. Whether they lost to Florida State and they lost to Tennessee. So if that's what you're speaking of, I'm not sure if that's the question. But
6-2, that's what Brian W says. LSU 6-2. So they got 2 losses.
Yeah. And another thing I look at too, do you think that they look at the other teams regardless of how many teams how many losses like they compare teams like we're above TCU, but I believe they look at it like, yeah, TCU undefeated, but they won't beat the Bama though. They probably won't beat the Clemson. Do y'all think they look at it that way at some point, at some aspect? I mean?
Strength of schedule is one thing, Junior. With who TCU have played and the team that they've beaten, and they play some good ball. Don't get me wrong. But
they have.
A couple years ago, everybody was screaming to get Cincinnati and UCF and whatnot. Those guys. But when you come in and you play in Alabama or Georgia or Ohio State, man, it's a totally different. I'm not knocking anyone. I'm just saying it's totally different.
Yeah, I mean, it was the same thing. I look at it somewhat as the same thing. Remember them years when Boise State was running it up like that, but they never got picked for the BCS. I feel like with the same thing, they look at it like, yeah, they're good over there. They might have slipped by beat a Georgia that year, but will they beat a LSU? Will they beat a Alabama? And I'm looking at it. Do they probably look at it that way? Like, we're gonna put LSU at. Basically, I don't think some of these teams beat LSU.
Right.
I don't know. I'm just.
See,
I'm just.
I mean,
I
prime
don't
example.
know.
Prime example is Oregon. You know, for years, Oregon, they've running the table out there in the
Yeah.
Pac-12, and they're putting up big numbers. But when they play against Auburn, they got handed to them, and then they came and played Georgia. They got it handed to them, but they're out there winning the table on the other. It's a big difference. So I think teams like TCU, it's the competition that they're playing. Yeah. Unfortunately for them, they're in the conference. It's just not as strong. Right now, we have in the top 10. There's 4 SEC teams. Okay. In the top 10 right today, right as we speak. In the top 11, there are 5 SEC teams. You have Tennessee, you have Georgia, you have Alabama, you have LSU, and you have Ole Miss. Ole Miss round us out at number 11. So, that's a lot of SEC teams just in the top 10, top 11.
Yeah.
And will TCU beat Ole Miss or LSU? It remains to be seen, but I don't know. I don't think so.
I do give them credit. They're playing good football.
What does Ray Wilkes mean by that? All of SEC has jerk fan bases. What does that even mean?
I guess he's saying that we all come off as buttholes. Like, and I kind of see what he's saying. Cause we all are fan bases. We all are obnoxious in our own way. We are. And I'm gonna tell y'all about Ray Wilkes too. He's not a college football. He doesn't have a college football team, but he watches it enough. You know what I'm saying? He knows what's going on. But he doesn't have a college football team. So therefore, he getting Georgia fans aspect, Alabama, now Tennessee. He sees all of us, and he's like, "Yeah, all of y'all are idiots."
What was that? 28-31? Is that Bama's favor or what?
Huh?
I want to ask Ray: is that 28 in our favor or LSU's favor? 28-21 on his prediction. Let me see if I can back that up.
And I also like to ask Ray, if you would elaborate in the chat, Ray, the SEC fans, we have jerk fan bases in the SEC. Do you frequent any like ACC teams or any Big 10 or Big 12 or Pac-12 teams, and they look at their fan base and or we're just that bad, we might be. So. If we are, it's just pride, man.
And that's what I tell them. I said, man, hey, we just love our teams, man.
That's it. We got a passion for them, man.
Yeah.
Right. Now, it's SEC love over everything else. We love SEC over everything else. But I hate them tomorrow.
It just means more. SEC just means more.
That's it. I like
and this is what
and
this is what he did say. He did say this when we played Tennessee. He said, I don't care for Bama that much. He said, but you gotta respect what Alabama does. He said, you gotta respect what we do. He did say that.
He said Ohio State might have us beat. He said Ohio State might have us beat. Yeah, them Ohio State something else.
No, he's talking about the fan base. He's talking about the fan base.
The fan base. The Ohio State fans they are serious, man. I gotta give it to them. They beat Buckeyes. They believe it. So, but it's all love, Ray, man. Like I said, we hate each other, but we love each other at the same time.
Yeah.
It's just the way the SEC is.
And a good example is that whenever the tornadoes came through Tuscaloosa, remember that?
Yeah.
We had Auburn fans come. Yeah, everybody came together to help out down there.
Right.
So,
And that's what
It's all
I
good.
tell people about SEC. Like we feel the way we feel about our team, but if you were to go to any one of these teams' tailgates, man, it's so much love when you go through them tailgates, like anywhere, man. It's so much, they show so much love, man.
You know. Now,
Brittany
I can't say
B,
this,
what's
Ray.
up?
Those LSU fans, they on a different level too now. They them LSU fans are, yeah, they're in the league of their own. They're in the league of their own, you know. So, but well, anything else you want to touch on, man? You had the notebook ready, man. I want to hear what you had to say.
Well,
yeah, me too.
That's what I had wrote down in the notebook. Your most obnoxious fan base right now is the Tennessee Volunteers. I mean, you know, of course, you know, they beat Hooker has knocked the dust off all the heels he's played against. They beat everybody. You know, they beat Alabama by 3 points. But I guess they deserve to be number one. But I got to tell the Georgia fans one thing: come Saturday, you better be ready because Tennessee's they coming to beat your ass.
Right,
you can bank on that.
And I was looking. Right, I was looking at KB show last night. And I'm hearing a Georgia fan tell the Tennessee fan how annoying they are. And I'm like, that's the same way you guys are to us. Okay, it's no different. Y'all telling the Tennessee fans that they're getting a big head and they got, you know, you can't tell them nothing. Georgia, after y'all won that championship, man, Lord have mercy. I said, man, and I'm here in Georgia, so I got to hear it every day. Hold on. Oh
yeah!
Hold
on! I like AJ's comment there. Tennessee earned their moment of assery. I like that.
Hey, I got something I want to add. All right, now we're hearing since Tennessee number one, Tennessee been playing lights out. Now we're hearing that Josh Heupel he's a great coach. And what I say about this, I have kept track of him as an offensive coordinator. Wherever he goes, he does put good offenses together. But I cannot give him great coach yet because I need to see the transition happen when Hayden Hooker's out and you bring it back in and some of these other skilled players, when they come out and what you bring in and how you manage that. If he can manage that way, okay, on the potential of being a great coach, but I can't give him great status yet because they were saying the same thing about Coach Orgeron. And what I was saying before, Orgeron was a good coach anyway. They were saying he was a good fit for because he was from LSU, but I knew what he was doing before I knew his head coaching tracking record. And I was telling everybody that LSU 2019 season, any of us on the screen, we could have coached that same team and won the national championship. And I feel like Josh Heupel is in the same situation, but I want to see how he manages a new quarterback, a new wide receiver, new offensive lineman. When you coach, you start getting poached, but y'all doing so good. How can manage that? And that will tell me how good of a coach he is.
Right. Yeah. It's a consistency. Year in and year out.
Yeah, I got one thing to say about Tennessee. If there's any fans out there,
LSU had 2018.
I got one thing to say, Tennessee. Where the hell have y'all been? It's been 15 fucking years since you've been relevant at all. 15 fucking years.
I got.
But yeah, you're right, William.
I got the book out here. I'll try to break it down right quick, because I know we're running out of time. Tennessee has been. They hadn't been around in 24 years. You go back to 1998, they won the SEC championship. Okay. Mm-hmm. They won the division title, and they won the Natty. They won the Natty with T. Martin at quarterback. You got to come all the way to 2007. They won their Eastern Division championship, but they lost to LSU in the SEC title game. Of course, LSU won the Natty in 2007 under Les Miles. So, you know, LSU has done, I mean, Tennessee has done nothing since 1998. All they've won is one Eastern Division championship in 24 years. So I mean, they're rolling. You got to give them credit. And if they go in there and curb stomp and jab slap Georgia between the hedges and take the bone out of the dog's mouth, oh, we got a fight on our hands in the SEC championship. I'm telling you, it's on.
Oh yeah.
Can I give this Roll Tide if you don't mind? Since we are running out of time,
go ahead,
I want to read these off. Yeah, I want to read these off, and if there's a mistake in that, I apologize. You can redo it in the chat, or if anybody else wants to add their score prediction for Saturday. I want to say A.J. Jones got Bama 43-30, Ray Wilkes 28-21, Stephen Hicks 42-20, Dale Floyd is 31-17, 6-0 is 42-35, and Brittany B, she's at 42-21. Okay. If you've heard that and I've made a mistake in there, just let me know. Tim Ferriss is coming in there with one. Okay.
Right.
Anybody still welcome as long as we got time. Go ahead.
Okay. Yeah. Well, just kind of Spencer has 38-21 as well. William, I'm sorry. So Spencer had that same prediction.
Oh, did he? Okay.
Yeah, Spencer has 31. But kind of 42. Just going off what Nick Jr. was saying, it's consistency. So, you have a great year, that's fine. But once you start replacing players, coaches, OC, DC, line coaches, whatever it may be, year after year, then you still have to you're trying to recruit for at least a top recruiting class. You may not be the number one, but you want to be in the top five. Mm-hmm. Once he does that year in and year out, I have no problem giving my hats off to him. This is his second year, so he came in the second year and they were running. I liken this team to LSU 2019 for the simple fact that you have a transfer quarterback in Hendon Hooker. Mm-hmm. You had a transfer quarterback with Joe Burrow. Their first year was similar, very similar to each other. Their second year is mirroring each other. I don't know if Tennessee is going to go all the way or what the case may be. I don't know that, but I know LSU was saying that this is it. We're this dynasty started to, now, and we're gonna control and do this and that, and that's a tough road, man. And that's a tough road, a tall task. Mm-hmm. And I wish everybody the best. I don't know. All we can do is wait and see.
Go back to this. Go ahead, Willie. My bad. I'm sorry.
Well, I was just going to say Tim Ferriss has already put in the comments that Heupel's already got a job waiting on him. I mean, he's got for the Auburn job, one of the coordinators for
be crazy
coordinator
to go to Auburn. That man would be crazy to go to Auburn.
Or Wisconsin, even.
That'd be stupider.
He'd be crazy to go to Wisconsin. Why would you go to Wisconsin? Why would you go there?
They have good corn.
I think some NFL people are going to probably come for him. I think maybe an NFL team or two. And that's the other thing. You got people poaching your player. People are going to try to get him. So Tennessee going to have hey, you remember Texas was trying to get Saban? You remember that? They were trying to get Saban. Some dirty underhand stuff they were trying to pull. Some dirty low level they tried to pull. And but if I was Heupel, you couldn't pay me to go to Auburn or Wisconsin. No way in hell. No,
he's not going.
No way in hell.
No, I don't think so.
It's not Heupel. It's his offensive coordinator.
Heupel's calling all.
Oh, I see that.
It's offensive coordinator that's getting the job offers, not Heupel himself.
Okay, well, I can see that then.
Okay,
and that's the stuff I'm talking about. Because now he's going to face that type of stuff. He's going to face that. You seen with LSU, they coordinated right after they won the championship. He is the Baylor job, Dave Aranda.
Right.
That stuff is going to happen. And how can you handle that? As a head coach, how do you handle that?
You just don't.
I thought one of them went to the NFL, didn't he? Didn't he went to coach
Brady.
the NFL? One of them did, didn't
He did, yeah.
Joe Brady, the offense. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. So time is winding down, fellas. So I guess we're gonna
tell him
take it around. What you gonna say, Wade? I'm sorry.
Tell everybody Heupel is, his offensive coordinator's with him, but Heupel is, he's an offensive he's the offensive coordinator. He's calling all the plays because he played quarterback at Oklahoma and won a natty, It's Josh
right.
He's calling the plays. I mean, that's it. That's the way it is.
So we're gonna, wind this thing down and go around the room and get, any last thoughts or whatever. I guess we're gonna start with you, Nick Jr. Last things you want to say? Well, actually, I was just reminded that we had. How long before you go, Nick? I was just reminded that we have 10 more minutes we can cover. So, actually, no, we're not at the moment. We're gonna keep going. Thank you, Spencer.
10 more
minutes.
Okay.
But we can go back to Tennessee. Heupel is gonna have to, they're gonna go after the offensive coordinator. Definitely, the way that the offense is running, high power, just like Brady. His offense was running high power. Oh, you're gonna go after him. So, I don't know. We'll see, y'all. Let's always sit back and watch everything unfold.
But back to this LSU.
Go ahead.
Back to this LSU thing. It's not the players that I don't have confidence in because we have talent. We have talent. Like even on the offensive ball, we always talk about the wide receivers are not Judy, they're not Henry Ruggs, they're not Spitty, but they're Alabama for a reason. So it's up to Bill O'Brien to find a way to use them best to help them. So I'm saying basically, do we trust in our coordinators? Do we trust our coordinators for the rest of the season? For this LSU game, Ole Miss for the rest of the season, do we have confidence in our coordinators to put them in the best situation to win out?
Waylon?
Yeah, you do. I mean, you can't start changing offensive coordinators and defensive coordinators 10 games into the season. You can't. You're gonna have total disaster worse than what you got now. I mean, they just gonna have to.
Oh yeah, I'm not saying change the coordinator. I'm just saying, do we trust them enough from what we have been seeing from them in the best situation to win out? Do we trust them enough? I'm not saying change. Hell no, don't do that.
I think
I trust in Saban.
Yeah, that's right. Bill O'Brien's got some. He's got some more offensive plays in the playbook. Bill O'Brien hadn't showed you everything, whether you like him or not. He's run a basic offense all year long. If you go back and watch all the Alabama games, so he's got some more plays. He's got some more plays in his back pocket. You'll see them probably from now on out. More than likely, you'll see some new stuff. You'll see some stuff coming around.
William, what do you think? Do you trust him?
I do hope you're right, Waylon. I do. It's I mean, what's with a cap turned around look when he's up in the booth? What's up with that? I mean, are we gonna turn around or cap around look like a punk or something? I mean, what the fuck? I mean,
I don't know. But, maybe it was messing with his headphones. In honor of Brian.
Okay. Well, anyway, as long as he makes the plays and like I said, there you go, Wayne. Anyway, yeah, but hey, as long as I don't know, I mean, Bryce, I got confidence in Bryce. I mean, I don't know if he was doing exactly what Bill was calling or some of those things, but I think he handled Mississippi State pretty well. The Tennessee game, I still think it was rigged. I'll think it's rigged to the day I die. that Tennessee game was rigged with the referees. I mean, you don't go touchdown when Tennessee wins and then go, yeah. You don't do that. Yeah, that's fucked up, man. That's fucked up.
Okay.
But
hey, we got.
Yeah, I think I've got faith in our coordinators. The defense is really improved a whole lot from times past, and our offense is picking up, and I think we're going to be just fine.
Okay.
And one more,
Nick,
oh, go ahead.
I'm gonna say I have to have trust in them. That's it. I have to have trust in them. But before you get your second point,
yeah,
we got Lil Joe C in the chat, and he said, "Hello, everyone. Roll Tide." So, Lil Joe, I don't know if you was here to see it, but our good friend up top there, Mr. William Bryan, is giving away a ticket torch that has Alabama Crimson Tide engraved in it, and you are capable of winning this. All we're asking from you, sir, is a score prediction for this Saturday's game, Alabama versus LSU. So if you would please put your score prediction there in the chat, and we'll be, we really appreciate it.
And subscribe, please.
Nigga, what were you saying now, sir? I didn't mean to cut you off.
And on the defensive field, go back to what Waylon was saying earlier. We have to protect that middle of the field because they are going to attack the middle of the field. LSU, they're going to attack the middle of the field. And one more thing. We seen how Holmes got smoked during Tennessee. Do we think that situation is actually fixed? We seen how we play.
No.
We seen how he played and where he was playing against Mississippi State. But what if LSU line their best receivers up just like Tennessee was doing it against them and put DeMarco Hellams in the same situation? Is it fixed? Really?
I don't. Mississippi State wasn't attacking us like,
exactly.
So, but
and that's what I'm saying.
With Rick's, like I think he was shut down one side, and therefore you can have, Kool-Aid and somebody helping the other side of the field. So I think it's going to be like it was with Tennessee. It's completely fixed,
and that's why I got and I don't, but this
probably not. But I think we down.
And this is what I say about a good OC. Tennessee, I don't think LSU is on that level, but Tennessee, they were moving him around, hide around for the mismatch, and that's what a good OC does. And if they take notes, even Bill O'Brien, move your best players around to put them for the mismatch. And that, what if LSU? I'm just saying, what if LSU does that and put their best players in the best situation, and that best situation, lining them up on Hellams, and Hellams have to be a cover guy again?
I don't know.
Yeah,
I think there'd be adjustments made if they try to, but I don't think Jaden Daniels he's not accurate. He kind of reminds me of the boy from Florida. He might have a couple of good passes, then he'd be off. So, Hooker's that guy is something else. Hooker is just, he's good. That's all I can say.
Yeah.
So.
Tennessee's not Tennessee run the hurry up offense, and Alabama couldn't substitute because they didn't have time, and it's Ricks has got to lock down that side, and you got to run it probably a 3-2-5. I mean, you got to have 5 defensive backs. LSU does. Jaden Daniels is not a quarterback like Hendon Hooker is.
Right. So, William, do you see the Joe C's prediction up there?
Yeah, I got Jeff Stapleton 42-20, Mike Rivera. I mean, I put it down, but he's got us 26 and LSU 38.
I
put it down anyway. Yeah, little Joe C 31-17. Is that right? So
yeah,
that's the last 3.
We ain't thinking about Rivera.
Yeah.
We're gonna put some excellent Rivera cough on him.
If he's right, I hate to give him an Alabama one, but if that's what he wants, I'll be glad to ship it to him if he wins.
Mike Rivera,
Hey,
we're
y'all,
gonna put
everybody in the
snacks
chat.
in your coffee.
Everybody in the chat, y'all listen to Brittany B. She said, hit the like button. Hit the like button for us, guys. Please do that. Please.
Hit the like.
And subscribe too.
Brittany B also said she's not sure if Bill O'Brien knows how to create a mismatch. So she has a point.
That's facts.
I'm not for sure how you pronounce it. I'm not sure if this was J-Rock or Drock.
I'm just
J-R-O-K.
Yeah.
But he has 31-26 Alabama.
31-26.
I like that prediction as well. But
And do tune in next
winding
week
down
and
now.
we'll announce the winner. Well, I guess you'll know, but do tune in, whoever wins it for sure. If you know that was your score, tune in and we'll give the information of how you can collect this and what you need to do to be able to receive it. So, yeah.
All right, fellas. Well, we're gonna wind this on down now. Go around the room and get our last thoughts. Nick Jr., what's your last thoughts for the night, sir?
Hey,
we got another one.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Pacino.
Mm-hmm.
Going on, Pacino?
Yeah, roll tide, man.
But what we saying? Nick Jr., what's your last thought?
Hey, I just want to see the second half of Alabama. Like I said, this is the second part of the season, and this is our season. I just want to see us hunting from here on out. Hunt from here on out. That's all I want to see us hunt. Because me personally, I believe we gonna roll.
Okay.
Yeah.
William Brown,
I think we just need to go into Death Valley and handle business, man. Do what we. AJ says you're drunk, Waylon.
Well, I'm not drunk. No.
I'm working on it.
It's a lot of whiskey and beer to make this old man.
Mm-hmm. I can give you some of that Patron, man.
That's some profile. Waylon, you got the last things you want to say?
Well, I don't know. What make you pop, make it pop, make your pistol pop. We got to go into LSU and we got to dominate. I don't think everybody thinks it is. I think Alabama really, really come on out there, what they need to do. And, if we want Tennessee or Georgia's got to fall this weekend, so Alabama could inch back up into get one spot back anyway, maybe the number 5 by next week. Win out against Ole Miss, Austin Peay, and nobody knows where Austin Peay is. Austin Peay is in Nashville, Tennessee on the Cumberland River.
Yes.
Clarksville. It's in Clarksville. Clarksville on top of the hill. I've been by there.
I want to say one more thing. Somebody come in here and said, these college quarterbacks had a microphone in their helmet. There's no microphones in college football helmet, people. That's only in the NFL. I'm sorry. He's getting his plays on the side, not in his helmet. I'm sorry. No. Carry on.
Okay. All right. Well, me personally, I just want the full 4 quarters, man. I want a full 4 quarters of solid football. I think we're gonna come in ready to roll, and win this game and get prepared for the next game. And we come out with a win, a solid victory, and we come back home, get ready to prepare to go miss the following week. And that's all I can ask for. Right. One game at a time. One game at a time.
Yes,
solid
sir.
Performance at a time, and win out and meet whoever we meet if we win out in the SEC championship. With that,
yes, sir.
I'm say roll tide, and like to thank everybody in the chat. Like I said before, if you haven't hit the like button, hit the like button. If you haven't hit the subscribe button, please hit the subscribe button. That helps the CTS Sports show out a lot. And our man Joey, you know, he puts a lot of work in behind the scenes, and you know, he's trying to grow his station, his show, and his channel to, you know, we love ball, we love Bama, and we like talking to you guys. So once again, fellas, before Nick, what you gonna say?
And y'all, remember tomorrow, tune in. We have another show on Wednesday. Tune in to that show. And Thursday, we got Joe. And on Saturday, we're in podcast. Guys, so we rolling on CTS Sports Room. So y'all, we got y'all plenty of content. So y'all make sure y'all tune in tomorrow at 7:00. Matt Caddell, former Alabama wide receiver. Matt Caddell, he has a show. Y'all tune into that.
Then Thursday night, Joey has a show, and then Saturday is 11 Eastern.
Yeah,
Nick Saban Jr. has a show. So yeah, man, we're trying to, man, and give you guys great content. Not trying to knock anybody. Oh, wait, go ahead, sir. I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah, I was going to tell y'all, this is me and Joey's last week. Joey got hired as Auburn head coach, and I'm special teams coach, so we'll be gone for next season.
Can I be the OC?
And with that, we will say, roll tide. Good night.